Welcome back to Factorio. I'm Dogstar, and we are continuing with Bob's and Angel's mods. Now, in the previous episode, we finally constructed concrete. So we had concrete bricks, and we also set up aluminum, or aluminium, as it's properly pronounced. Fight me in the comments. Anyway, in the meantime, so in between the episodes, at the end of the previous one, we had a massive shortage of iron and steel. So I fixed it. I started importing iron from the where we were manufacturing it over there, and we're now making it now. So in between the episodes, I've just been waiting for materials to build up. I now have a decent number of belts on me, as well as other materials. And in between the episodes, I've just been kind of like cleaning up, essentially. I've not done anything, like build anything new at all. So just to mention what I did is we had like a glass setup here. Or maybe here. It was somewhere around here, and I've removed it. I've disconnected all of the ores going towards the original crushing areas, so we've got none of it now. Because frankly, we just didn't need it anymore. So yeah, it's all been disconnected now. And also I've just emptied my inventory of anything which I didn't really need, because I had lots of like wood and stone and stuff like that, and I've just moved it into its various areas. So just a bit of admin in between episodes. So in this episode, as I mentioned before, we're going to go on with saline production because the critinium has stopped because there is too much chloric waste water. And that's fine, we can fix that. We were going to use salt and mix it with water to get salt water. And it's really useful to have some salt water. I'm just going to check the volume because for me, the game is really loud. In fact, I'll just turn it down on my headset. That'll be better. Okay. Just couldn't hear myself think there for a second. So yeah, we're going to deal with saline, but in between as well, I've kind of been thinking about what do I want to do? What kind of things do we need to do? And ultimately, iron is a problem. This amount of steel is not enough. I want much more. So I'm looking to have a constant yellow belt of steel constantly flowing for now. And to do that, I've gone through the planner and looked at all the different things that we would need. So I've actually put it in the planner. So I've got a planner for what I want to do and how I'm going to get there. We'll start building it later. But this is our to-do list now. So we're going to do some saline production first. And we're going to have the rubite mine. The reason we want the rubite mine is so we can do that ferrous production that we were doing earlier. That I've since disconnected from up here and destroyed. So yeah, we want to get on with that ferrous production so we can get that manganese, as it's used in various smelting recipes, which is really, really useful for us. The other thing that we need to do as well is do coke and carbon production. If we're going to start smelting iron away from the main base, we need a source of fuel. So what I was thinking is having coke production around here, because it's very close to this purified water. We have the train coming in for purified water. We're also making purified water up here, and we need purified water to make coke. So I was thinking about having it right here, get rid of all these trees and build the coke production. So that's what I was kind of thinking. Also got the resources I need to make saline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 4 of these. I think 4 is enough. I'm also going to make a clarifier. It makes sense to have a clarifier because as soon as I start converting all the salt into saline water, as much as I need it, and I do need the sodium hydroxide, which is useful for aluminum, and also, why do I keep saying the American way? It's aluminium. It's useful for the aluminium. Um, and we also use it for blue science. We also use it for a few other byproducts as well. So it's really useful to have on hand. I should just jump in a train. I'm going to do that. Let's jump in a train. But yeah, it's useful to have, but if I'm producing lots of salt water, it's likely that we're going to overcompensate and have too much. So let's move that way. And let's go up to here, please. Choo-choo! Fabulous. Now, what I am going to do first is I want to place another barrel down here. I can't, I don't have steel on me. Ignore that. We're just going to do the saline water. For this, all we need is just general water. Even the purified water, we don't need any of that at all. So what we are going to do is I'm going to place the salination plants over here, because they're relatively large. So let's go higher actually, because then we can get access to the water that we get from here. Okay, we're going to use this recipe where we get sodium chloride. Oh, hello. We're going to have the water come in this way. Do we have water in all of these? We do not. Unless I replace the underground with regular. Okay, we do have water now. Fantastic. Now we're going to need belt, obviously, coming this way. We'll also have the saline water output. Nice. And let's find what we're doing there. Yep. No, why am I doing that? No. Let's put you back there. Because the saline water is just right there. Why am I making it difficult for myself? Keep it easy. Okay. Then we're going to have the salt input. Still find it strange that we have mixing salt with water is less, it is more advanced than like making circuit boards and things like that. It's just silly. Oh, another thing that I did as well is I made the fast inserts. So they use these bulk inserters instead and bronze. That's all I did. So yeah, made some of these. I'm only going to use the yellow ones, this yellow one for this product. It's not, I don't really need it to be that fast. We just need to get rid of the salt that we are using. We are now making salt water. And this chloric water is starting to go down. And we are now electrolyzing all of that. Fabulous. Right. Now, this comes from these, yeah, okay. So, I want to build another clarifier. I'm woefully aware that we might produce too much salt water here. So I'm just going to place these two here. We'll have a condition on it. Annoyingly, I think we may have to have the condition over here. No, it'll be fine. It will be fine. Because we can place the pump here. And it's not going to reach. Oh, it reaches there. Nice. Enable sailing water. Does detect it. If this is greater than 345,000. Because we want lots. And it is increasing, which is nice. But yeah. So those are now powered on. We are dealing with sailing water. This is still a lot of salt it's trying to deal with. There's not a lot I can do about it right now. Let's have a look. I want to look at the production statistics for salt. So in 1 minute, damn it. Let's look in 10 minutes because then it shouldn't jump around as much. This is the one I wanted. And salt over here. We look at it per minute. We are consuming it faster than we're making it. We just need to be patient. That's all it is. I think what I shall do as well, though, is do this and try and get it to balance. That way all of them can start working a little bit faster. Yeah, cool. So doing that, the production massively jumps. Suppose that we are going through the chloric wastewater fairly quickly. But we are getting more. But because we are getting more now, we should be producing more of the cretinium now, which is helpful. But no, I think, I'm hoping, at least anyway, that we might have solved our salt problem. I don't know. We might need to double this. Let's double it. Let's double it. I'm going to flip it around. Obviously we don't need any power poles for these. We can connect the sailing water like that. And we can do this. And do 2, 3, 4. What's the power situation like right now, by the way? Salination plants don't use too much. It's going to use about 1.5 megawatts. Okay. Should be dealing with the salt water a lot better now. But yeah, it's eating through that chloric wastewater. That's amazing. So, salination production is done. Next job, rubite mine. So I've been considering where I want to have this rubite mine, I'll be honest, because I could build this one, and I think I will, but I also think I just want to get rid of this. So I think I might. I want to get the train I was using to go back to base. I also need to do a better ammonia production, but that's a job for later. I'm going to add that to the list though, because I will forget about it. Alright, so let's go down to placeholder. So the other stops could be being used. Fabulous. And do you know what? Let's use it. Rubite. I'm calling it rubite mine. So when it... No, actually I'm not. It's going to be base rubite. So let's grab all of that. And it's going to do that. Right, will it stretch all the way past there? Yes, it will. Now, thinking about where rubite is, I think it makes sense to carry on this way slightly. Yep. I'll do. And then... do this, and then come up this way. Why I must do this, I do not know. But I feel I must, so I will. Yeah, it's never going to stretch. Almost does, though. How about we do that? Nice. Okay. And I don't think we need any more. Fabulous. So, we are going to remove these, obviously. And we're going to switch the direction to come this way. Now let's grab... is normally a 2x2. That's fine for now, though. And I would like you to go to base rubite and get full cargo. Off you pop. I think what I'm going to do as well, I was thinking about turning this around and just reversing it, but that seems like a lot of hassle. I'm just going to remove it. And then I'm just going to place the rubite directly in the train. Do you want to help me out? I'm still faster than you guys. I should try that. Let's go back up this way. Is it coming? There we go. While I was waiting for things as well. Look at this! All these red circuits just like waiting to be used. How amazing is that? Anyway. I got super excited by that. I think these are all the mine 2s, right? Yep, they are. Cool. So let's go here. And then let's go here. Do that too. Which direction are we going in? Okay. So shall we do this? And then you guys go that way. Then we can do this. It's going to be a little bit tricky here. I might just leave a little bit of rebite behind, to be honest. It helps clear the base up slightly. Okay. We've got a rebite mine here. I think what I may do is set up another rebite mine for later. Because this it's ultimately not sustainable, is it? So, I'm going to grab some steel for myself. Make a silo. I'm definitely going to need a bit more rail. I've got enough train stations though. So if I grab half the rail. I will pick up more train stations just in case though, it's always useful. I think I'm okay for belt. Yeah, should be fine. How many miners do I have? Yeah, let's get the rest. I was going to say the steel stopped, but then I realised I took some, didn't I? That copper's really bad, isn't it? Just not getting enough through. It's fine, we'll deal with it. I was thinking as well, by building down this way, we could potentially attack that other coal mine as well. So at the minute, we're using coal in a few different places, and I plan to use more coal later on. So is it worth having a second place to have it from? Or do I just expand this and have a second like train station for coal? I think I'll have a second train station. Cool. Let's move down here. Lovely. Now, I think I only want to go so far this way. Let's try that again. And then I think maybe like this. It's fairly straightforward, isn't it? There's a few signals as we go down here. And let's bring power down. Thinking I might have needed more rail, actually. Didn't realise the rebite was so far to the east. Alright, let's use robots to clear that area, please. It's alright, take your time. I'm just wondering, do I want a roundabout? I think a T-junction is very useful at the very least. We could use a roundabout to potentially go that way. I don't know. Not sure yet. Let's be decisive. Let's make a T-junction. So I want to copy this. Yep, remove you two though. Thank you. And let's place you just about here. Fabulous. I need to grab some power in a moment. Okay, so place power pole here, and power pole just here. Yep, that connected. Amazing. Let's a few more signals down. When we get faster robots, I'll just move these around. Yeah, I'm going to research a few more things. It's mainly going to be the smelting stuff. Now, one of the next researches after we've got all of the smelting options available is we're going to go for chemical refining. The reason we want this is then we can get the advanced cobalt smelting, which sounds nice. We don't need cobalt for a while. But we get advanced iron casting and advanced steel casting. Do you know, I've changed my mind. This is actually going to be first. And we'll do cobalt. And then we're going to do iron and steel. These are the two which we need the most. However, this requires coolant. That's going to be interesting to set up, I feel. I've got an idea in mind of how it's going to work. But I don't think we'll be setting up coolant until probably the next episode, maybe even the beginning of the episode after that. Depends how long I play. Last few episodes have been fairly short. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you're doing there, robot. Let's carry on this way. Okay. I'm going to carry on the track as if it could go further this way. And then I'm going to have have it come off this way. Because it seems foolish just to turn this into a train station when it could be useful to make things over this way. Alright. Now, I want to copy this. And I'm going to turn it around and do something like that. Okay, and then we've got your train station, perfect length. And then the rest of the rail, I'm really hoping, no, don't have enough for that. Can we make a little bit more rail? We cannot. How frustrating. Or it would be if I didn't build a little bit extra over here. Here we go. Place one of you there and one of you here. Now, my guy, I would like you to come to called Zarsis. But you're going to be called Who Bite Me. Ooh. Only mildly scary. Fairly unpopular, not it? Okay. I think what I'm going to do is place the mines just like this. And I'm going to get the robots to help me do this. So let's grab 12 of them. I would like some space for power poles. That wasn't too painful to build. Let's grab all of these as well. And then we can place the silo just around here, I think. Let's hold it down. Let's turn trash on. So I'm going to merge 2 of each of these together. So they don't mine especially fast. This is what, 200%? Yeah, 200%. And we're using red belt, so it's plenty fine. Okay, let's place 5 of these down. So we want 3 over here, and we want 2 this way. So we'll have you guys going to here, and then you guys. Fabulous. Have the power connected just like that. Lovely. Does that grab that one? Does, perfect. I'll do that too. I think I want to build a radar for over here as well. Because this is pretty much on the frontier. And I don't really know what's further down this way. I do. Spires. And finally, get you guys up together. You. We're also going to do... Yeah, it's just going to be annoying regardless, isn't it? Let us go to here. I wanted to move the train out of the way. So that almost killed myself. Yeah, because essentially I don't want the train to start loading up. Not yet anyway. We're not there. Let's place you there. And you here. Train, where are you going? Could you please go here? Ah, ah. Oh. That's funny. Cool. I mean, this would have increased power quite a bit. But we'll just leave it to do its thing. One other thing. Radar. And place it just right there. Do I want it to... I don't think I want it to do rebind mine yet. So let's go to placeholder. And we have done the root line. I think though, Train, stop. And reverse for me, please. Please, I would like you to stay there. Now, if I built this here, it's not going to go, is it? Okay. Let's place another silo. Let's deconstruct these just for a minute. Let's put all my crap in there. In fact, I feel like I'm going to need some more of my crap in there. Fabulous. And we'll place this down 1. And if I am right then, and we do this, no, it's still down 2 up. Down 2 up? I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's move this slightly down as well then. No. Let's filter you. You need to be sapphirite. On the other side. There we go. Now let's put you back down. Now we just close these up. Let's grab these. At least this is easier than building a brand new coal mine from scratch. Okay, let's move these. Can we go all the way this way? Yes, we can. Q2 just like that. Ton of trash. Grab the coal. Grab the coal again. Let's put all of you in there. Fabulous. Use filters. Filter that by coal. Copy. And do that. Thank you. And do all of that. And enable when coal is less than 30,000. Fabulous. Now we can build another train station there. We just need more rail first. So let's go back to base. And let's go to placeholder. How is this doing now? Much better. Yeah, so much better. Still filled up with chloric waste water. Can I get the faster pumps to get it out quicker? I mean, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Right, let's look at the second tier of pumps. Do I have the second tier of pumps? I don't. Maybe this one. What do I need? Yeah, I've got all that. And they can do double the pumping speed. Make my trains faster. Okay. Ew, gross. How come you have that? And then I'd like you to go to... Rubite crushing, I think it's called. Yeah. Empty cargo, please. Let's filter on you guys. No. Filter rubite, please. Not sure what's happening there. That wasn't right. Let's have a look. You pick up Bob. Right. Okay. Let's place a filter. And I would like you to filter Bobmanium out into this chest. Not ideal, but it will do. Right, while we are here, looking at the planet, I want to create a new production chain. So, going into this, I would like to have a full stack of like a saturated yellow belt of carbon. So I don't use that much carbon except for electronic bits and also some smelting. It's not a lot. If I mix sodium bicarbonate, what can I do with that? Nothing yet. Okay, and if I did that, what can I do with sodium hydroxide solution? What? Oh, I see. It requires sodium. Yeah, but what can I do with that? Gives me that. Okay. And what can I do with sodium hydroxide solution? I can turn it back into sodium hydroxide. Okay. So this requires... Let's say if I just wanted one. What does this do? I'm confusing myself now, I'll be honest. So this requires one, and it gives me one back. Okay. And then if we turn sodium hydroxide solution after we cook it. Right. Sodium carbonate. We can use that. Gives us purified water. And what do we do with this? So it will give me 50. That's a cyclical solution. It goes around in a circle. Like, you just need to feed it sodium bicarbonate to begin with, and then it'll... Oh, sorry, sodium hydroxide, and it'll sort itself out. Just needs energy. Regardless, we're going to do that. It's easy. We want a full one of this. We're going to use Mark IIs because we don't need the Mark IIIs right now. We also want some Coke, and we're going to use this one where we wash it. We've already seen this one. It's nice and easy. Again, we're going to use the Mark IIs because, again, it's easy. I'm going to ask for a full yellow belt of this as well. Because we use this in materials as well. So we need 60, oh, 55 for. Okay. That's fine. Need a lot of purified water though. How much? Not that recipe, please. Is there another one? Can we do that one? Mark IIs? Yeah, it'd be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, we have enough purified water where we're planning on doing it. So we'll need coal in. It'll give us coke, give us carbon. I don't think there's anything else. It'll give us sulfuric wastewater, but we'll get rid of that as well. Sorry for confusing you guys. I was just confusing myself. I'm sure it makes more sense to you as you're reading it. I'm going to grab all of you. I'm going to put some of you guys back. I wanted the liquefiers, but I wanted a rail. I've got some train stations. I do need more signals. I was running out of signals. Let's get another full stack of those. Liquefiers, please. How many do I have? 20. Could you give me another 40? That would be fabulous. Going back up here anyway. Needs the ingredient of steam. Should we just use regular boilers for this? Needs it as an input. Why is it trying to give me the solutions? Because this is going to consume it. Okay. There's no speed of it. Yeah, it's the same output, 60 per second. And you want 300, so we need 5. 5 just of the regular boilers. Okay. Let's do this. That should not have been as difficult as it was. Okay. You go there. You go here. We're gonna place a train stop right there. I'm gonna copy you. That way it's got a choice of which one it wants to go to. Let's just copy you for now. And then let's output. Okay, Feel a little bit better that we've got more coal on the trains. Just gonna get this train to come to me. Can you come here, please? Yeah, I definitely think we need the faster pumps. Where is that? Where is the chloric waste train? Look at that one. Yeah. Hello. Could you take me up here? I think I'm okay for now. Is there any other researchers I want? Burner heat source might be useful. Heat exchanger might be useful. No, no. Let's get a few of these. Bronze smelting, brass smelting, gold? Oh, gold's later. Tin might be nice. Yeah, let's grab tin. Tin's more useful. Copper is more useful. Zinc is more useful. And then we can have some brass, I suppose, and some bronze. Some solder. And then probably titanium. Fabulous. Thank you. Please just stay there. I don't want you to go anywhere. Let's look at this blueprint here. Now, don't want to overlap too much with anything. Yeah, I think it was fine just there. So it's going to have one input and two outputs. I don't think I'm going to clear very many trees. It's just going to be around here, I think. And then these up here. And then I'll build it in this section just down here. I may regret my decisions later. Yep. Just while you're doing those, I'll move myself a little bit closer here. I need to make sure that this is functioning how we expect it to. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that looks okay, actually. Let's remove that. That's in the way. That's confusing. Could you go there for us, please? Just so you're not in the way. That's fine there. That's fine there. I think it needs another one just here. And probably another right here. Okay. Let's go down here as well. So this is going to be carbon. This is going to be coke. And this is going to be coal processing. I'm not going to bring any like additional waters or anything like that in here, so I'm just going to pipe them across. Our sulfuric acid wastewater is just around here, I think. I think it's that one. So even though we're producing a lot, we've got trains which can deal with it. Let's put things in the trash. Hey. I think I have almost everything I need. I want to produce another silo, however. This is going to be for carbon. Yep, let's produce another one as well. This is just going to be for all the coal that we harvest. Bring in. Lovely. Let's head back to base. So when I get those extra liquefiers, I also need to pick up a few crushers as well. I completely neglected to see how many I needed. 13. Okay, so 16 then. I'm not having uneven numbers like that. So we'll need, because we're having 16 of those, that's fine. We'll have 48 of these, and then we'll have 12 of these, I think. I think a lot of that makes sense in my head. Okay, here we are. So we want 16. Marvelous. We also need some boilers. Just need stone for those. Let's turn trash back off. And then let's make 6. Seems reasonable, I think. Not entirely sure I'm bringing water from, but I suppose I could get water from there. How extended is that, by the way? Yeah, let's back over here. Pipeline extent 75 out of. Reach down there. It's not an issue. Cool. So we've got the boilers. We just need the liquefiers now. Perfect. And I think that's all the liquefiers we need. So we have the boilers, we have the liquefiers, got the belts. Definitely going to need some more power, and I think we're going to need some more fast inserters. So let's just grab another stack of these. Do I have enough pipe? Maybe not regular pipe, but lots of underground. Let's grab some regular pipe too. And we should have everything we need to make those. And then we can fuel the entire forging apparatus that I've got in mind. So I would love if you could go to coal processing and empty your cargo, even though you don't have any cargo yet, but you will be going to coal mine. Have I limited both of these? Yeah. Cool. Amazing. Right, off you pop, go to the coal mine. And get a full cargo, please. So, we want 2 inputs, so I'm just going to copy you. I'm going to place it down here, but flip it around. And I'm going to do the same thing over here for inputs. But I don't really need to flip these around because they're already in the right place. I need to remove these though, because those are in the wrong place. Whoops. I was also talking about removing the second band, wasn't I? It's fine. Look at that. It's exactly what I wanted to see. It's going to be a thumbnail at some point, I guarantee it. As well, when we are doing all of the washing and we get all the different coloured geodes. It's more than half full. We need to deal with that crystal dust later. But what I will do is I will put it on the list. Okay. So, my question is, why? I did not pay attention to what I was doing at all there. Because we're not having 2, like, full carriages of coke and carbon. That just doesn't make sense. So, I'm going to do that to that. That to... No. That to that. And then we're going to do you to you. Maybe go up a bit. Let's cut these and place them like so. Fabulous. Yeah. So let's place the one for coke first. So we're going to come over here. And we're going to do this. This is going to be coke. Oh, sorry, carbon. And we're just going to have something like that. And like that. It's going to have the inputs on this side and the outputs on that side. And I think it's going to be something like where it's placed right about here. And we've got 12 there. Nice and easy. also going to have them come up this way. Just confirm that is 12, isn't it? Yeah. I'll have you come this way. This will be all the coke. Cool. Coke. Carbon's done. Almost. We are going to place the boilers around here, I think. I don't know. I kind of want to place them just out the way down here. Maybe go this way. Use these instead. Don't know why you're not connected, but there we go. Have all you connected like this. Okay. And then that will be steam connected. We just need to connect water. Whereas I think I might go this way slightly for water. And then go up. Then again, could we use these? How much do they produce? Be super cheeky. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's be cheeky. I've got 5 already. And that's exactly how many I need to fill all of them up. And then we have this over here. Now we have all the steam. Don't have all the power. Can do that though. And we have steam all in these. Fabulous. What's the next job? We need the 16 brushes. So we are going to do these over here, I think. Yeah, we'll have 2 outputs coming this way. So we're going to do one. Let's have the 2 outputs first, and then we'll decide how it's going to go. Okay. Yeah, like you. Let's move it further up. Yeah. Obviously, this is going to be crush coal. Do this, put it over here. No. Take the input just like that. And output it just like that. How much crush coal do we make? 50. So it is 2 individual belts we need. I'm going to put the power just like that. And we're going to copy, paste, paste, and paste. Let's go up this way. I mean, I think I'll balance it as well. So we've done that bit. Now we just need to place the 48 liquefiers. So, let's see how we're going to do this. I feel that it's going to be something along the lines of this. So we have this over here. We'll have purified water. Just like that. We'll have sulfuric wastewater this way. We'll have the outputs, the inputs, power. It's not going to be here. Let me move it. Do I do it sideways? Because all the fluid's going to come this way anyway. Yes, I will. Alright, so let's do that. 4, 8, 12. Let's copy this now. So that's 24, right? No, it's not. I can't count. That's 24, right? Yeah. How many do we get? We get 50 out as well. That's fine. So if we do this, and then we do this instead. That's 2 apart. I think what we'll need to change is that these output like this. And then I'll do the belts once these guys are done. Come on, robots, I'm not moving that fast. Okay. Ooh, that did not work how I expected it to. Let's move this. Yeah, that's how it should have been. Move these. That's what we connected these together. And I think what we'll do is we'll connect these together as well. In the meantime, we can have fresh coal come up this way. And up this way. I think I've almost run out of pipe, haven't I? Not undergrounds though, it's just the straights. And we can fix that. How much are we needing? 17. There you go, have more. I'm sure you'll want even more than that. Okay. Then what's going to happen is obviously we're going to have the boat go in here and here. Now what we need to do is get these pipes out. And we'll get them like this, I think. Okay, let's copy these. Ooh, hello. Ooh, lovely. Let's do this. And then let's do that. In fact, let's move these slightly closer together. And then we can do that. It's be easy to manage. Pipes are here. Cool. Let's copy that bit. Not exactly what I was thinking of. Let's do... Right. I have to keep them separate. Now, which one does this connect to? This is purified water. Okay, let's do this one first then. Of course. And we have power, please, over this way. Lovely. Any issues with that? You're getting all the water you need? Yes. And now we just need to connect sulfuric wastewater. But obviously not in the same way. But like, of course. Let's do this again. Like this. When it comes to the chloric wastewater down here, let's produce more of these Mark IIs. And let's give you the Mark IIs as well, please. So the chloric one is just about to come. I just want to see how quick it does get through it. Feels faster. I mean, ultimately what would be more ideal is just upgrading the wagons. But that's a job for later. Like, it's working now, it's just slow. I think everything's done with coke now. The only thing we need to do is plug it in. So let's try to What I would like you to do here, though, however, is only enable if book is above 8,000. That way, you can at least have one train of coke at any one time. That's alright, isn't it? Coke production complete. What is the next task? The next task is ferrous ore. And for that, I think I wanted to produce 16. Yeah, it came up to 12, but I wanted to do 16. So, where are we going to do ferrous ore? I feel like it makes sense to just do it here and continue the ores going that way, right? Makes sense to me. I was also thinking as well, if it's close to iron, I can maybe top it up. Essentially, it's going to be a little bit tricky to manage the iron and manganese output, because I think there's going to be a lot of time where we have too much iron. And there's going to be times where we don't have enough. So balancing it is going to be tricky. But in the meantime, we're just going to produce the extra stuff. And I think what I might do... Yeah, I might have the belt come over here and fill this up. Plus I do want 2 iron ones. I don't know yet. So, let's copy you. In fact, let's blueprint it. Because we're going to need a very similar thing over and over again, I feel. Don't want the trains. I don't want the bulk inserts for now. Don't want the power, the chests, or the silos, or the undergrounds. Just the tracks. Get rid of that curvy one. And let's create that. We do that. Rid of you. Just going through my copied things because I want you. Just realised I've got the 2 chain signals here. That's wholly unnecessary. I don't need that. I'm not going to have enough. Yep, this is where it ends. That is okay. We can rename them though. So we're going to call this ferrous ore. Let's name them all the same. So we're going to have the inputs first. So for ferrous ore, we do need Crushed sapphirite. Just going to copy these 3 first. We need crushed juvelite. We need the crushed rubite. Hence is doing the rubite mine. Then we have manganese ore. And we have iron ore. Now, one of the things I'm going to be doing, I've decided, is there's going to be like a conditional formatting on it. As in, I want to read what's in here first. And maybe stop these. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I just want a little bit more rail now. I want to get... How many of these? Only 3. Amazing. So 3 of these. I'll do 4. I have a thing for ratios. I'll do 4, and then I'll do 16 of those. Okay. Also, in between the episodes, I produced another one of these because we ran out of mud, and we need quite a bit of mud to keep our trees going. Speaking of trees, there you go. This seems to be doing okay. Okay. So I'm definitely going to want a few more of these. I'm going to need more of you. Let's put you in there. You in there. And you in there. Let's get some of you, some of you. We don't need any pipes for ferrous ore, so I'm going to leave it at that amount, so that's fine. So we need 16 of you. Where are they? Lovely. So I've got 16. And then let us grab these up here. So we just want 4. Okay. So, how many trains have we got here? 3. That's enough for now. I probably will grab more actually. So I would like you to grab crushed juvelite, full cargo. I would like you to go to crushed sapphirite, full cargo. And I would like you to go to crushed rubite, full cargo. I'm going to get some more trains. I'm just going to place them down. I'm very surprised we've not had a train jam yet. Yeah, let's just grab all of them. Now, do I have any cargo wagons on me already? I don't think so. Yeah. I've got decider combinators on me. Yeah. Okay. And let's place these trains down. And then place the cargo wagons down. How many more I've got? Just 3. Oof. I'm definitely going to die from a train soon. I did not pick up any rail. Ah, how frustrating. I mean, I'm not even going very far by going to this placeholder. But at least I'll get to that position a little bit quicker. To be honest, all of this can be deconstructed now. I'm not using any of it. Thank you. Clearly trains were on my mind. It's obviously I placed all the trains down. Oh dear. Silly, silly, silly. I don't even use the train. What am I doing? Ah, dear. Autism makes me want to play the game. The ADHD makes me forget how to play the game. Okay. I also want to think of a unique way of making this work as well. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Just going to place silos down for... No, I'm not actually. I'm a liar. Yeah, I've got everything I need. So, hello, guys. I would like you to go to Ferrous ore empty. I would like you to go to Ferrous ore empty. And I would like you to go to Ferrous ore empty. Okay. I think I'm going to do the crushing just here. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do it. So obviously I'm going to have 3 inputs. Yeah. And if I do that, if I have the underground on, so I do that, that should be enough, that one. Let me move this slightly closer. Yeah, and then I do that one and that one. So this is the first and second option. Now, from both of you, we want to pick up from the middle just like that. And let's do that. Okay. Okay, right. Figured it out. So it's going to go there, and it's going to go here. Move these. Then we're going to have you go like that. You're going to carry on this way. I know how this is going to work. Just need it to work in the first place. Okay. And then essentially I want you to do that. Yeah. Okay. So I can get all three of those to work. So we're picking up like that, dropping like that. But how can I get it to work on the other side? Ultimately, I can't. So we're gonna get rid of you. And we'll just copy you. Tried to be fancy. Ooh. Train has run out of fuel. How have you done that? If any fuel is less than 10. Ah, dear. It needs an activity. Oh. Fix it in a minute. That should do all of them. I don't like how it looks though. Let's fix it. Okay. So obviously it's going to have 3 like that. No, it's not. It's going to have them like that. Like that. Okay. Pick up, and then pick up and drop off. Copy that. That was a lot more painful than it needed to be. And then that's everything connected. This is going to be Ferrous ore. Did it before. It's not a big deal. We just need to do that to that, that to that, that to that. I'm going to do you, you, and you. That half of you. Probably do some kind of thing into a box. So, like this maybe. limit this to 5 stacks, because it doesn't need more than that. And then we're going to do that to that, and then that to that. Yep. Okay. Okay. We'll do this. We're only expecting 1 stack, aren't we? Sorry, 1 belt's worth. So we're going to do that, 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 and that. Marvellous. Now, I want a train, please. Could you come over here? I need to fix the chloric. Thank you. And let's go over to here. I'm just going to take a stack of fuel from you. It's been doing pretty well. It's been running for hours and hours, and that's the first time it's had an issue. Okay, back over here, please. How's the waters doing? Okay, thank you. Let's get rid of you guys. And let's get rid of you guys. We'll put you like this, I think. Let's grab these. Yeah, we're going to have to do some circuit conditions for manganese. Now, if you just look at this, it gives you a kind of an idea that to make all the steel and the iron that I want, for now at least anyway, it's going to give us the manganese. It's not going to give us any output. It's not going to be over what we need. But we do need to supply it with iron. But we use iron in other things. For example, we use it for ferric chloride solution. We're also going to use it in iron paste at some point as well. And frankly, when it comes to steel, we use more iron than iron does. Like, we use 3 times as much. So there's going to be times where manganese is bigger, but then there's going to be other times where the iron amount is going to be bigger. So we need to make sure we're balancing that in some way. So what I was thinking is bring a large power pole just like this. We're going to connect the red signals this way. And I'm going to walk towards where we've got iron being produced. And once we get to where iron's being produced, I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the silo. Let's just use the big power poles because honestly I can't be asked. Yeah, like that. Is that straight? No, it's not. Let's make it straight. Yep. And then we're going to come to here. We're going to have a decider combinator. Just here. And it's going to take in this red signal. And it's going to output a green signal. We're also going to get the green signal from here as well. And we're going to connect the green over this way. Okay. And again, we're going to have some kind of circuit conditions. But this is going to be red by the red. And it's going to output red onto here as well. Cool. It'll make sense when we do it. I hope. But we'll see. Now we want to place these down. Now we've got plenty. So I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Have a bit of a gap. Just do. Yeah. Let's copy this. Copy and copy. Okay. Of course. Let's cut these out. Copy these. 1, 2, 3. They were in the right place. Amazing. Love that for me. Okay. Obviously this is going to be Ferrous processing. Maybe don't do it as high. It's essentially what it's going to be like. We're then going to have come out this way and tap this way. Nope, let's go higher than that. And connect this way. Let's offset these as well, please. Let's copy these and flip them. let's connect these to power. I'm going to have a filter here. It's going to be for the different things we need. For iron, it's going to be at the top. So we'll leave you like that and leave you like that. What we're going to do actually is do that to that. And that way we can control signals like that, and over here with the green signal we can connect them like that. Right, and I'll let these connect anyway. No. Let me get rid of you first. I don't want to carry any extra on me. All right. Am I confused? Right. What? Looking over here, there are input signals. It's fine. It's fine. And we also want to be able to yeah, I wanted the green input as well, please. Thank you. And I would like you to have green input as well. Perfect. So I want you to look at what's in, just what's in red. It's not here. I don't think I want to change it around here. So I want you to read iron from green, not green, from red. I want you to look at manganese from red as well. And I want you to look at how much iron you have. Not red, green. If this is greater than, let's say, 24,000, that's 3 trains. And this is less than less than 16,000, and this is less than 16,000. Then I want you to output a green signal for me. Because it means that there's not enough manganese in the system. Right, there's going to be some tweaking to this. It's not going to, I'm going to keep thinking of this. So I want you to enable this if the green signal is not equal to 1. So it's not a green signal, essentially. So I'd prefer it to take the iron from here. That way we're constantly making some manganese. However, let's look at this. Let's look at the manganese. It's on here, John. There we go. If this is less than... Oh, no. I want this to be higher. This is higher than 35,086. Yeah, that's 4 trains. This is higher than 36,000. And the red iron is less than 8,000. Oh, sorry, greater than 8,000. I also want you to output. I don't want you to output green. I want, if it's not green. Right. I want you to output a red signal for me. I don't think I am actually going to control these. I think what I want to do as well is add another condition, or red signal is equal to 1. Then output that as well. So that would mean that we don't have enough manganese here, and we don't have enough iron here. Yeah, I think so. We'll play around with it. I don't think it's going to work straight away. Anyway, let's do this for you. And let's do this for you. Let's put you over here. Apologise for confusing you. I confused myself, as I have often done within this game, as you've seen. Right. Got these in. Got these in. Do we have enough to make our own? Just one power pole, please. Can I just make one? Cool. So that's set up. Ignore it now. Got ferrous ore processing. And then the next thing we're going to do is the iron and steel ingots and the manganese ingots. So what we're going to do in the next episode now is we are going to start coming this way. We're going to start producing ingots along this bottom corridor, as it were. To be honest, the very first station we're going to build is fuel. So this is going to be fuel for the different furnaces. Because, for example, when we are going to be doing iron ingots first, we are going to be using this tier 3 one. So we're going to use the iron pellets, we're going to use the pellet presses. How many pellet presses do we need, actually? We need 11. 12 then. Might as well make them now while we're waiting. So we'll be making those pellets. And how do we make pellets from processed iron? How many of processed iron do we need? 17 of these. So we just need to make another 5 of those. I'll get around to it. Yeah. But no, look, going back to it. We require coke for these, right? And then we're going to come over to manganese. And I want to do the manganese 1. We're going to use a chemical furnace for that. again requires coke, but then when we come over to silicon, we're going to use carbon. And when we come over to tin, it's coke again. Yeah. So we're going to use a mixture of them. So I kind of want to have a train station down here, have all three come off, and just have them going in a row. We'll have coal as the primary fuel. So that's going to fuel the blast furnaces, but then we're going to use coke and carbon as ingredients. I'll probably put them on one train, you know. I might even do that now. Hello. Why are you there? Could you go to crushed stone processing, please? I don't know why it's empty. Not sure what was happening there. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna have coke, and we're gonna have carbon. This is gonna have item count and item count. And both of these are going to be 8,000. And then the next station, there's going to have to be some conditions on there. Because I imagine we'll use coke faster than we'll use carbon. Let's jump on you, and we're going to take you to the depot. So yeah, in you. This one will set to be coke. And we'll set you. I'll have to get off. And then we'll set you to be carbon. So we'll place more bulk inserts there. So yeah, that should work how we want it to. And then we can just have the one train, well, two trains, one for regular coal as well. And I think we'll maybe set it to be in activity, I think. What's the power situation like? Not amazing. Still slow down a bit. But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. A little bit longer than the last few episodes, I think. Hopefully you liked the longer form. So obviously we got quite a bit done. So obviously we finished this coke and carbon making facility. We did saline production up here. We've done ferrous ore. We've done a rubite mine. So yeah, we've done loads. It's been great. But yeah, I'm going to end the episode here. If you've enjoyed this episode, come across to the next one. You take care.